I made it right on time. So maybe somebody will come in and watch today after me flubbing Monday and Tuesday, really messing up my live streams. I'll tell you, it was a weird week. Or been a weird week so far. Let's see. I got it. Okay, let's get it over here. And okay, since everything's been working well, whoop. So okay, we're going to open some mail when more people see that I'm on and come in to say hi. And even if you're going to lurk, you're not going to get in on anything you don't want to get in on. So just say hi and hit the like button if you will. Oh boy. Nobody's here yet. So after yesterday, I might not get anybody in here. Oh, somebody can. Good morning, Jamie. How you doing? How's the weather over in jolly old England? I'll be right back. There'll be music, a little bit of not me talking. I just gotta get my glasses. Okay, I'm back. So I'm back, back. You're trying to gold pan. Cool, Jamie. That's really cool. I love gold panning. I did it for a long time, and I'll do it again anytime I get a chance. So, have you got a good place that might have a little bit of gold in it? Or did you buy a bag of pay dirt? I'm pretty good old hand at panning. Would it be all right to give you a couple tips? I don't want to overstep and just start telling you how to do things. I just give you some pointers if you want. If you don't, that's cool too. I'm not. I just learned that I shouldn't just give advice. I should offer it. So. Oh, cool. Well, if you're just practicing and you want to learn how to get gold, just get it in the pan. Unless you've got a good stream where there's pay dirt, you're likely not to get any gold right off the bat. But the way to practice is to get you get a shotgun shell, or just some lead BBs, little pieces of lead, and it doesn't even have to be round BBs, but get you a pan full of dirt and dump some BBs in it. And one thing you got to know about gold panning is that when you get gold in your pan, it's going to go to the bottom because it's the heaviest thing in your pan. Okay, so what you want to do is when you put your dirt in the pan is you fill the pan up with water without letting any of the dirt out of the pan, because flakes of gold will float when they're dry, and if you just dunk your pan down in the water, and if you've got dry dirt off the bank or something, gold could float out of it. So you fill the pan without letting any dirt flow over the sides. And so then you want to swish it and get that dirt really wet and loose, and just keep putting water in it and not let any dirt go over the side until you've got it completely wet and there's no dirt on top. And then you can start washing the real dirt out by dumping the top off. And if you keep that dirt really loose, all the gold, and then if you're practicing with lead, the lead will go to the bottom because they're the heaviest things in your pan, as long as your dirt's all loose and everything. So you want to just get it really slushy and shake it around and get everything down. And then you can be pretty quick about it and dump a lot of dirt off, because once you got it all loose and it's swishing around in there, all the heavy stuff has already gone to the bottom. And then you can dump off the light stuff and wash off and pick out the big rocks and stuff. Don't throw away the gold ones, though. If you've got some fishing weights, little bitty fishing weights, like little bitty shot weights, they work too. Anything that lead is next to gold in weight. So then just have fun with it. And if you practice with the lead, then you'll get the hang of it, and you'll see that, oh, I can shake this up pretty good and not lose any of my gold because uh, the gold will be at the bottom and you can wash it off really easily. So I'm going to do some mail calls this morning, Jamie, and go over my finds for Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. But I don't know whether you saw it or not. I'm pretty sure you did. I'm pretty sure you came in on Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. Saturday was kind of a quick run through the park, and that was fun. But then I didn't really get a lot of anything when I went through the park until a little later after my live. I got some good stuff that I'll show you. And then on Monday, I had a mess up with my coil and thought it was my battery, and my brain was just not thinking. I couldn't fathom what was going on. It was really bothering me. So I thought it was my battery and my auxiliary battery, but it was my coil. And if I would have just switched back to my 6-inch coil, I could have went on, but my other coil was in the car. And so anyway, it turned out to be a learning day and an embarrassing day. And then Tuesday wasn't too much better. But Monday, I had the fire response team, quick response team, because my coil wasn't working. I got a chance to go over and film the demonstration, which was pretty cool. So looks like it's just you and me this morning, Jamie. Got 10 minutes and none of my regular pop-ups have come in. So okay, you have fun, all right? Hey, let me know if you find anything, all right? I'll be here for a little while. So let me know if you find anything at all. And I guess I'll just go along like I've got somebody in the audience today. Everybody's probably a little bit concerned about my mental state right now. So I hope that you one day find something good in your pan, my friend. God bless. So we got $2.75. $2 no, $1.75. Where'd I get the $2? $1.75. And I got 4, 6, 7, 70 cents. So there's $3.45. Got a Chuck E. Cheese token yesterday. And I got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 nickels, so 40 cents. So that's $2.85, plus 30 cents in pennies. So $3 and $3.05 plus the, is that, I gotta see this. Come on. I'll use my, well, $77. Yep, it was a copper. Okay, maybe I'll bring my scale in and weigh some of these other pennies to see if any of them are 79. So I did get 2 coppers at least. There might be some copper in here in the crusty ones. I doubt it. I think these are all zinc, and they're too crusty to be copper. But I might have an 83 or 2 in that. Oh well, they won't stand up. There are too many crusty ones. But, okay. Well, still nobody here. Well, I'm going to have days like this, that's for sure. So, okay, might as well get on with the opening of things. Got a mail call. I did some coin rolls with Copper Owl, and getting around to it, and I bought some rolls from Copper Owl to help him out the other day, and we got some goodies back out of it. Got some cool stickers. He's got some really cool stickers. And a card. Thank you, Copper Owl, for that. I really like the stickers, honestly do. Okay, and then I got the envelope taped inside the this is well, I'll just take them out this way. The side of the envelope is kind of broken from the mailing. So from Copper Owl and the rolls that Getting Around to It and I did, we got a 1967 Kennedy, and a little toned. That's kind of cool. That's a little yellow tone on it. That's kind of neat. And then we got a 1969 Kennedy. And two nice coins, two nice 40%ers. Thank you, Copperell. Thank you for letting us do some rolls that day. And we'll do it again someday. I got some channel credits on coining around. I've got channel credits that I'm saving for an auction, but I might do rolls one day. I'm not sure whether we're going to do, it's a combination of getting around to it and me. So far we've got, I think, $20 in channel credits, but let's see. I want to try to build up enough channel credits to where I can get a really nice coin from Tupac. He's got some really nice coins sometimes that he auctions off, and I want to be able to win one of those auctions. So, anyway, if you watch this, and hey, Talca, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. How's it in Chile? I'm doing a mail call, Talca. I'm showing some of the things we got lately. I won a last place in a race with Sir Benji, and you might know of him. He's a coin person and coin roll hunter. And Sir Benji, that's SIRBENJI. I don't think I have him in my description as a contact, but I will have. He's a lot of fun to watch. And from him for being last place a few weeks ago, got a really nice thank you card. And I got a 1952 Rosie dime. Let's see if I can do this better. Rosie dime, and it's a 90% silver Rosie dime. Thank you very much, Sir Benji. I appreciate your channel, and I'd appreciate it if everybody go over and check him out. Thanks again, Sir Benji. I'm doing not only my mail calls, but I'm also doing getting around to its mail calls. So, oh, here, this was in the envelope. I didn't see it. I got a great sticker. Look at that. Look at that Benji. That's a great sticker. All right, that goes in my sticker collection. If you guys send me stickers if I win something, or if there's an occasion for you to mail something to me or getting around to it, we would really appreciate it if you'd put more than one in, because if you do that, we can keep one, and then I can build sticker packs and get your stickers out there and get your stickers to people that normally wouldn't see your stuff. So that would be great. I'm not wanting you to send me a whole pack of them or anything, but just stick an extra one in and I'll make sticker packs to give away, and then people can collect your stickers as well. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick an extra sticker in when I send things so that people can maybe spread my sticker out. So this one is from before getting around to it, and she won in a duck race a couple weeks ago, and this card is from Bill and Tina Snodgrass. I'm trying to see the date on this coin before I put it up. Elizabeth, I think it might be another nickel, Canadian nickel, possibly, or a dime, Canadian dime. Can't see the other side, but that's a 1943 war nickel, and I believe a Canadian dime. And well, I didn't read Copperal's card. Oh, boy, am I falling down on the job. Anyway, this says, congratulations, getting around to it. Your lucky ducky landed on number 33 in the Coin and Around Duck Race. Bill, Snodgrass Adventures, and Tina. And getting around to it says, thank you so much. Since I'm doing this, I guess I've gotten a little bit better at it, but not much. I will learn on the way, and one of these days I'll get it down right. Let me go back here and read, because they did say things. Says, Incognito, thank you so much for the time spent in the chat, Sir Benji. So that we spent some time with him, and I got into a race and came in. Oh, and Copperal did not write anything in his card, and that's okay. But anyway, I'll try to read the cards if they say something. So it looks like I still have one person here, so I'll just keep on rambling. And if you watch this after the fact, you get to see it. But all of the people that I'm opening the cards for will, I'm not showing the envelopes because I don't want to show any addresses, okay? I'm opening the envelopes behind the camera instead of in front of the camera. So this one is from Coining Around, and this one is Getting Around to It. Sunday before last, we both won on the race, and I don't think Tupac wrote anything, so I don't have to read anything. But he did send something extra, and she won from oh my goodness, I should have wrote it on the envelope. Jim the coin guy. Okay, Jim the coin guy. And I forgot, I think it was number 42 that she won on, and I won on 44, or she won on 41 and I won on 44. But what she won, got a nice thank you card from Coining Around. But Jim the Coin Guy, Coining Around 2-pack, sent the winnings from where he was because he had them. And he sent a little something special because he was out at a sale someplace and found one. And since Getting Around to It has a special name, this will mean something to everybody about that. She won a proof dollar, and that's a it's that Franklin Pierce proof dollar. That's really cool. And then she won, or not, didn't win it, but 2-pack sent her a Getting Around to It. He sent her around to it. She's getting around to it. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, 2-pack. She really thought that was funny. She thought that was really great of you to think of her. So we appreciate your efforts and what you do. So everybody go see Sir Benji. Everybody go see Coining Around. The Coining Around is in my it's in my description. So jump over there and see them. They are on Sunday night from Sunday evening and night from about 3:45 in the afternoon Pacific time to about 10 or 11, depending on whether it's a 3-hour race on Wednesdays and a 4-hour. Got my tongue over my teeth, can't see what I'm saying. 4-hour race on Sunday evenings, and a lot of auctions, a lot of giveaways, a lot of fun, a lot of cowbell. So, and this one is one I won on. It's really strange that we came in so close together on the race and we both won a prize that somebody put up. And this one that I won was from Storica. I think, no, this, is it Storica? No, not Storica. Who was it? Oh my goodness. Unprepared again. I won the 2 stickers. There are 2 different stickers. See, this is what I'm talking about, sending out stickers. So this is from Tennessee Coins and Relics. Nice sticker. And this one's it has a saying on it, but it doesn't say whose sticker it is. But that's a cool sticker. That looks like a knight that knows what to do, right? Okay. So what I won was, well, it kind of, oh, there, I got it. I got a buffalo nickel. I'm going to untape these here, not in front of the camera. There. I got a 1926 buffalo nickel and a 1959 rosy dime. and also silver. The dime is silver. So cool. I'll come back and tell you who I won that from a little later, who donated it on the race. But it's really a lot of fun. We sometimes, since we win a few races, we sometimes donate things to put on the race so that people can have a chance to win something. It's a lot of fun to win something. You know, it's not gambling. You just go and get into the duck race, and lots of people donate things as prizes, and it's just a lot of fun at the end. It's a lot of fun all the way through. So they're good to hang out with once in a while or all the time, you know. So now this one is from Coal Cowboy. Vicky, I didn't do that, did I? Getting around to it. Won a race a while ago, and Coal Cowboy has been very ill and been in and out of the hospital, and he I didn't know that he had, but he wrote to us. I'm not going to tell you why he was in the hospital, only because I'm not going to show what we're reading here. I don't want to invade his privacy, but says, good day. How are you? I hope your giveaway finds you well. I also want to say that I am very sorry it's so late, but I have been in the hospital, and I hope you like your set of Aussie coins. And he sent her a full set of coins, and I haven't taken the tape off, and she hasn't, to see what year they are, but I'm sure they're probably all the same year because he calls it a set. But there's a nickel over here and a dime over here, 20 cents here, 50 cents here, $1 and $2. So I'm pretty sure that's all the same year. So I'm going to take the tape off here and see what year it is. I don't want to loose them all, just the end one, because I think they're all the same. So yeah, I think they will all be the year 2001. You see the year, yeah, right there. Right there is the year 2001. So I think all of these coins will be 2001, because he says it's a full set. Nope, I was wrong. I went ahead and popped up another one, and it's 2020. So it is a full set of denominations, but not a year, not a specific year. So Coal Cowboy, getting around to it, says, thank you so much. She really appreciates you, and God bless you, and we hope that you get better soon. We will pray for you, and God blesses those that are willing to take his help. So, Coal Cowboy, you, even though you're sick, you still continue to be generous, and that means a lot to a lot of people. And you can find Cole Cowboy on Coin and Around. He's one of the contributors in every race. He contributes twice to each race. There's a main duck race that's 4 hours or 3 hours, and there's a EOS race they call the Ghost Race at the very end of the stream, and he always contributes or donates 2 prizes to each race. Hey, William E. When did you pop in? I was talking and opening mail and stuff. Appreciate you coming. And it looks like I've got 3 people watching. You just popped in just now? Good, I didn't miss you. Got some things to go over. I just went through all of our mail poorly. I got to get used to talking about things, and I can get out there and just keep rambling on, and I never make sense or anything out while I'm hunting. I just go and talk about whatever. But when I'm trying to talk about something specific, I kind of get my tongue over my eye teeth. T-Rep, thank you for coming in. Tammy Richards, thank you for coming in. Oh, now I'm starting to get a couple of people. I've been on here for 42 minutes, and I was starting to get worried that I was only going to talk to Jamie in England, blistering barnacles, while he's panning, and he just kind of has his phone on listening. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for being here. So I got some things to show y'all, and we just went over. Sorry, I'm not going to redo the mail calls because I kind of fumbled those anyway. But, my appreciation and getting around to its appreciation to everyone that has sent us mail for one reason or the other, whether we bought coin rolls or whether we won something on a race. Thank you so much. Anyway, back to what we're here to do on the second part of my life. So, a little bit of reiteration on Monday. Saturday was, go back to Saturday because this concerns Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. Saturday I did my live and just did a quick sweep through the park, kind of looking for surface finds and things. Didn't really get a lot. Didn't get anything real valuable. Got a lot of treasure trash on the way, and skipped over a lot of targets because I was in a rush to get to my destination on time, and I didn't want to go into digging the deep targets. I was just taking the shallow targets. But after I went off my live, I found some things. Well, on my live, I found a few coins and stuff, but after my live, my best find of the day was this. I found a little Swiss Army knife type knife with a scissors and a pen knife and a fingernail file. So I found that next to a tree, kind of like I did that silver bracelet. So if you guys are out park hunting, don't forget the trees. Don't forget to sweep the trees really well. Because I found rings there, I found chains there, I found bracelets, and this last one was this. So this was a cool find, and getting around to it once. This for her keychain for a little toolkit, so that worked out really well. So she didn't have a little something to use as a utility. Now she does. So got that. And something less useful. I got these pliers from another tree. And I might be able to clean these up. They might derust enough to use again. Just maybe. But they're not in real good shape. But still a pretty good find. And these also have 2 carabiners that came out of a hole. If you look at my shorts, you'll see those. And these will clean up pretty good. I can always use a carabiner. You know, they come in really handy for a lot of things. Just hanging one on your belt and putting rings on it, for one thing. If you don't have a finds bag, they're really cool for that, right? So, found, what else did I find on Saturday? I think that's about it for Saturday. Let's see, Monday was a bad day. Monday was a freaky day, so I don't know how many of you that are here right now was there when I had a serious brain malfunction. That's the only way I can explain it, because I thought it was my battery, because my Legend just went and died. And it came up with a CC on the vid screen first, and then went and died. And so I'm thinking, it's the battery. Well, I had read in my manual there's only about 4 or 5 different things in the guidebook for the Legend that come up. There's CC means coil connection, you know, and getting around to it, figured that out before I did, because my brain was dead. I don't know why. I just don't know. Monday was a really seriously bad day. I got up and I just felt weird when I started, but I'd promised that I was going to be on live until I get my monetization. I want to be on live 7:30 Pacific time till 9:30, so that I can get some watch hours to get monetized. And I wasn't gonna just not go. So, but I just felt weird. I told Getting Around to It, I said, there's something wrong with this day, and it turned out to be good and bad. And bad because my brain just wasn't working. I only got to do about an hour of my live, and then as soon as my Legend died, I was out of it, and I didn't know what I was going to do. However, if you go in and watch my videos, you'll see that, oh, thanks, T-Rep. Thanks for that remark. I like that. You know, still good. And I hope you're talking about the treasure trash I was finding. But anyway, back to it. Turns out that they were putting on a demonstration for the media about these 3 Chinook helicopters that they leased for the fire season, so they have a quick response to put out a fire early before it gets thousands of acres like some of these fires have been doing. So finally they're doing something that it's very costly, but they are going out there trying to save property early, and I think that's a really cool thing. So if you watch that video live after my hunting live was pretty cool. Watching them, how they suck up the retardant out of a tank, and how they suck up the water out of the lake, and how they go and dump it on the fire. And so uh, it might interest you. It might. I had a good time getting around to it. Had a good time, and it was pretty. Uh, Exciting to see that they've put so much effort and money into saving burning areas. And the fires that we had locally, they were using them yesterday, and I think they've accomplished what they were going to. I have to check the news this morning, but I've been getting ready for my live, and I didn't check it before I got in here. I should have. Let's see. I'm going to just do something real quick. Got to. Anyway, watch that. If you have nothing else to do, that's really something I think that you'd like to watch. And the second day, Tuesday here, or third day that I'm representing here, was, well, I'm really messing up. Anyway, going back to a couple of finds that we had, I found a bicycle helmet on that day too, on Monday. Somebody lost their bicycle helmet, and I guess they just left it in the parking lot, and somebody tossed it up on the grass. But I guess they were putting away their stuff for the ride, and they just lost it. So there, I've got it, and don't like to have those things put into the trash. I can give that away. I have a site here locally that it's Buy Nothing Now, and that's a good site if you've got it around, anything like it. Some are you know, freebie sites where people just give things away. You can, on Facebook. So if you've got something like that, and you've got something that you don't want to go through the hassle of selling it, you can just put it out there and say, here, this is for whoever wants it, and people will pick them up. And I just had a couch set. I'm kind of wandering again, but going off on a different subject. But all of this, somebody dumped a fairly good couch and love seat set at our church building, and they just dumped it in the parking lot. You know, people do that. They think, I don't know whether they think that we're a charity organization or not, but we've got a small church. But they'll go behind the building and you just dump all kinds of furniture, and sometimes it's just plain trash that they dump in our parking lot. So getting around to it, and I were yesterday coming home from our hunt, and there was this 6-foot couch and love seat, and so my son-in-law and I and my grandson, we brought it over to my house, and then I put it up to give away, and somebody came and got it. So great, somebody needed a couch and a love seat, and I provided it for them because somebody provided it for us in our church parking lot. So, FL Thunder, hey Rob, how's it going, partner? CAD Coins, thank you for coming in. So anyway, back to my story that I don't ride a bicycle. So I will take that helmet that somebody lost in the park, and I will put it up for somebody that needs a helmet. That's the way this works. And then we collect things, getting around to it. Uh, we decided we were going to collect some of the socks and shoes and stuff that are left out there. This one's kind of neat. It flashes when you hit it, and there's a full pair of Nike socks, still in pretty good shape. We'll wash those and dry these shoes out, and we'll give them to a local place that provides for homeless families. So that's one of the things that we can do. If people are so unconcerned about their clothing and leave them out there, we're going to make use of them and recycle them and give them back to people that can use them. So we're not going to get the trashy ones. We put those in the trash most of the time, but there's some really nice things. They don't fit us, but they will fit somebody, you know. Little kids especially need good clothes, and there are some kids that unfortunately are not as well off as we. So we're going to do that. Since they leave them out there, we're going to gather up the socks and wash them, and gather up the shoes and clean them, and see to it they get to a place where they can eventually be given to somebody that is in need. So, got over here a pair of sandals. These are too big for me, but somebody with a size 13, I think. I don't know. They're way too big for me, but I'll clean them up and we'll give them to the people that can get them to the right place. So, also, we do collect the sand toys and stuff, and we'll also be giving those, taking them out one day when there's a whole bunch of kids out at the park, and just dumping them out at the beach and letting them have at it. So, that's one of the things that I'm doing on my metal detecting adventures. So, okay, I kind of went over Monday. So didn't get a lot. I was in and out of the lake, and on live yesterday, I lost my signal. I just could not get it going yesterday, and my live was just like 39 minutes or something like that, and it was over an hour of trying to get the thing going and bring it back, and I just wasn't having a good day. But then I just took my phone over, because it was saying it was overheating. It was a lot of weird stuff going on with that. I never had any problems with it before Monday, but starting Monday, just like boom, all my equipment is messed up. I forgot my chest mount. I forgot my GoPro, because my brain wasn't functioning properly. I think I need some brain food or something. Maybe I can go out and eat a salmon. I don't know. But it's just really bad. On Monday, I did find a car, and this is an off-brand. It's not a Hot Wheels, but made in China. It's still pretty cool, representing cars, kind of a knockoff. So it'll go in the toys. And getting around to it, found Scooby, but it, I guess his head was a sucker. That's what it looks like. But it's kind of weird looking, but it is Scooby. Scooby! So that'll go in the trash. I don't know whether I want to keep that in my toy collection, but I did get a flash, so that'll go in the toy collection. And on Monday also I found this out in the parking lot when I was watching the helicopters, and it was in two pieces, and it was kind of cute. I picked up this first, and what is that? And then I saw this laying there, and oh yeah, look at that. So anyway, I don't know what I'll do with that, but it'll go in the toy collection. This one, this little baby doll, will probably go in the trash because the head is missing and both arms and leg. They didn't really like that very well, I guess. So, and we found a full torch. I don't think this will work. I've got to figure out whether I can replace the flint in it, because I think the flint is gone. But it's workable. It doesn't seem to strike. But if I can get it working, that'd be a good torch. It's butane, so I've got some butane out there I think I can fill it with. So I'll see what I can do about the striker. I found pieces of these, and I didn't even know what they were before. When I found the first one, it was weird. It was all torn up. The tip was gone off of it. It was like, I don't know what this thing is. And then somebody said, oh, it's a torch. And then I looked them up, and sure enough, now I've got a whole one. And yesterday I found, no, Monday I found this. So that was cool. Little digging tool. I wouldn't carry it, but getting around to it would. And so she can, kind of flip things out of the dirt and sand. So that is a pretty nice tool. And yesterday, the weird thing was my life just flittered on me, and then I got in the lake, and as soon as I got in the lake, I hadn't gone like 10 feet, and I hit this. It's just stainless steel, but that's number 38 for my ring collection, so my day started looking up, right? And then I got a penny, and I think it was one of these coppers that I got about 6-8 feet from that ring. And then I hit on this. And this, turns out, is 925 and has 28 diamonds in it. They're small. A couple of them are 1/100th carat, and a few of them are chips, I'm pretty sure, but they're actual diamonds. And so I got another diamond ring. So very cool. And number 39. I looked for quite a while after that and didn't hit anything else in the water. So I'm at 39, but something that Getting Around to It found at a table that I haven't tested yet, but she found it in two pieces. Let me check something real quick. this was in, oh, sorry, suspense. Oh no, my fumble fingers. Okay, suspense is over. Look at that stone. I don't know whether it's a diamond. I haven't tested it yet. I'm scared to test it. I'm pretty sure it's probably cubic zirconia, because that, my friend, is a large stone. And the earring looks to be silver, but I don't see a marking on it. And she found that. And you know what? I could go get my diamond tester and we could test this right now. What do you think? Yeah, I think I will. We'll go and test this, because that is a beautiful stone. Even if it was, I know it's not glass. It's either cubic zirconia or it is a diamond. If that's a diamond, I guess my show will be over, because I'll probably pass out right here. Because look at how big that diamond is. There's a dime. That's a huge stone. If it's real, I would just faint dead away. Probably have a heart attack. No, I wouldn't. I would just go, doo! But let's go test it. I'm going to bring my diamond tester in here. It won't take but a second. I'll run and get it. Okay, I'm back. I brought my diamond tester in. Everybody still there? Well, I got a few likes. That's good. Don't forget to hit the like button or dislike. Tell me whether you like it or dislike it. Okay, I'm turning on my diamond tester. And set it up to 5 here. Okay. And then we're going to let the light come on here. We're going to let it warm up. And hope you're watching. I hope you're checking this out. I'm sure it's cubic zirconia, but you know, you never know. That's such a pretty stone. I'm gonna put it back in the earring setting. Oh, yeah, my fingers aren't working today. So, okay, we've got the tester is set, and okay, here we go. Come on, get it up here. No, it's not a diamond. It's a cubic zirconia, but it's a pretty cubic zirconia. I mean, even in this light, you can see it, and in the sunlight, man, those things. Wish we could have found the other one, because they must have lost it out of their purse, because it still had the back on it. But I knew it was too good to be true, but I already knew that it was just a cubic zirconia, but it's a beautiful stone. Whoever got that set had a beautiful set of earrings. So they would sure glint in the sun. So anyway, I'll have to put this back together. There, I got it back together temporarily, but sure a pretty earring. So we did get some pretties. My fingers won't squeeze it tight enough to hold it in there, but I'll get my pliers out. But that's a nice earring. So, did find a funny little charm. I think it's a dinosaur. So, it's a little rubber charm. One of those things you find on the ground. And first I thought this was a little metal heart, because when I swung over it, it was a 23 and 22, 23. But guess what? This was plastic sitting on top, and underneath it was a could be. So I got this first getting around to it, spotted it glinting in the sun. And then I swung over it and thought, oh, nice. But it's not. It had a good bee underneath, and this is plastic. But it's still shiny. And we pick up things that glint in the sun all the time. These little stones, we'll never do anything with them, but they glint in the sun, so like a crow, I take them home. Here's something that I found next to a tree. Gotta look at the trees, guys. Let's see. First I found this part, and it looked awful strange. I thought, look at that. And I think this might be, it's either silver plated or it's silver. Okay, so that it's a little claw, it looks like. So then I found this part. Come on, stay in my hand. And then a couple inches away, I found this part. So I got the two arms and the two legs, but won't anything stay in my hand anymore. I got to put glue on my hand or something. Anyway, I think I just lost a little piece to this, because see that little cross there? One was on this one, but when I picked it up, it almost immediately fell off. So the one on the right has a little cross there at the top of it, and the other one had one just like it. And I had it here just a minute ago. I dropped it. So anyway, The body and head, I don't know where they are, but that was kind of a fun little hunt right next to a tree. I think it was a pendant or a charm on a charm bracelet or something, and the body and head are probably still on the bracelet or the pendant and on the chain, and this fell off of it, was broken off of it. So, but it was pretty cool. At least I think it was neat. Now, what did I do with that other part? See the little cross I was talking about right there? So the other one's here someplace. I just dropped it. So So, anyway, all in all, the day didn't turn out bad yesterday. I got the 2 rings. My live went kapooey, but on Monday I also found this, which is pretty cool. It's a. I didn't know it lit up until just a while ago when I was putting things out here. I dropped it and it lit up. So. Oh, thanks, T-Rep. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All the time, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, an hour here, whatever you guys can afford. I really appreciate it a lot. I'd really like to get monetized. I'm so close now. It's just the watch hours. I do plenty of videos. I have lots of subscribers, more than God blessed me with more than I ever thought I would even get. I have not been less than awed by how many people, like, I put on a short and 7 people subscribed because of that one short, and it was just there wasn't anything good. It was a pair of tweezers, which are right here. This pair of tweezers got 2,200 views and on my short, and 7 subscribers. It's just awesome that people are spending the time. I found this in the water though. This I did not find with the metal detector because there's no metal, but it was floating on the bottom. So that was pretty cool. And I found another dollar in the parking lot as we were driving in yesterday morning. I thought the day was going to go really well because the first thing we saw was this dollar laying in the parking lot. So I thought, wow, the day's going to go great. It ended up great, but it was just kind of a comedy of errors this week. That's what I'll call it. A comedy of errors. Mostly because I have just been discombobbled. I just don't know what to say. But I did find a lot of treasure trash. I got a lot of nails and Sharpies out of the park and the beach. Getting around to it, found a red tin stake, which was cool. I think that's good luck. She's my good luck charm. And she's got a hawk eye. She can find things. This little thing here, she spots little things like this in the dirt. She doesn't need a metal detector. She is a metal detector. I love her so much, and she brings me luck when she goes with me, even if it's you know, part of the day. You know, when I'm just trying to be on my own, uh, I'm not near as lucky as when I'm with her. But we added a couple of cool party rings to our party ring collection. So this summer should be really good for the party rings. And so the collection is getting larger all the time. I think this past 2 weeks I've added 10 party rings to my collection. My metal detector found another paintbrush. Got a lot of useful things. Got another S-hook along with the carabiners. I think that's pretty cool. And then, of course, can't say anything about all of the treasure trash, all of the could be's, all of the aluminum seals, all of the bottle tops. There's just so much gathering that you do, people leave out there. But I mean, this, I think getting around to it, found was pan out of a barbecue. And we got barbecues, we got easy ups, we got chairs. Found a rocking chair, camp chair, and had a couple things wrong with it. I fixed it, and it's a perfect chair now. And I've got two chairs. One that, getting around to it, found one I found. There's nothing wrong with them. They just left them out in the park and threw them away, put them next to the garbage cans. So I bring them home, and either we'll use them or somebody else will use them. The canopy easy ups I can use. A couple of good frames with ripped up tarps, but I can hold the tarps if I want to. And the ones that were crushed frames, I can probably mix and match that have good tarps on them. So I can use them or I can give them away. I can use it or somebody else can use it. So why not bring it home and make it happen? You know what I mean? I'm reading the chat right now. I don't talk while I read because then I start reading out loud. Okay, so William E., didn't you subscribe to me from getting around to it? I mean, getting around to it, coining around. From getting around to it, from coining around. Didn't you subscribe because you were on coining around watching the coin rolls because you're a coin roller? So I don't know what this is. Oh, I bet I know what it is. It's a bubble blower. It's some kind of bubble blower. Yeah, maybe Great Scott. Because you watch both of those, right? You know, I found something in the parking lot yesterday that maybe somebody can help me with. I think it's a wristband, and I think it's a pressure point wristband. So it's this little thing here, and does it say anything on there? Let's see. What's it? Maybe if I can get my loop out here. SEAE. I don't know. Say SEAC maybe. Band. I don't know what SEAC band. But it's got this inside. It's got this little dome part here, and put it wristband on. I think it's a pressure point. I think that's a pressure point thing. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. You know, either live here or if you've watched this after the fact. If you know what this is, I'm going to look it up. I think be able to find it. It's it says SEA band, and there's a little little something at the end. It's not a letter, but SEA and then band on it. So you didn't. Oh well, we haven't been together for too long. We've only this is our 47th year, so it's not been very long at all that we've been together. So actually it's been longer than that, but we were married 47 years ago in September, so and we were together for about a year and a half before that. So close to 50 years. So, you know, only a little while. I don't know how she's put up with me this long. I really don't. But we have a lot of fun together going out doing this, and we want to keep doing it for a few more years anyway, you know. But I don't know, tomorrow I'm going to be live in a park. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, but before I go to my doctor's appointment, I'm going to be live in a park that I have let set for a while. But there's one of those markets, those what do they call them? Produce markets, the farmers markets. A farmers market there every week. So My son and I used to go there. He was, he still is an artist, and he's the one that makes my tools that we created that I use, the pinpointer covers and the pinpointer spade, and which are working out really good for me. And I'm hoping that people will see that they can work for them too. But anyway, he did a lot of painting at one time, and had a good technique for painting, and we would go to the farmer's market and set up a booth, and we had a lot of fun doing that. And so I go to that park every once in a while, and I have pretty good luck there, because there are people, just like any place else where there's a lot of people, some people lose things, right? So if you get into metal detecting, one of the things you just have to have in your head, don't go where there's never any people. Because if there's never any people there, or very few people, even fewer people will lose things. You go where there's always a lot of people. And if you're shy about being around people, then that's a problem you got to get over, because the only place that you're going to find good stuff is where a lot of people go. So we want to remember that. Sorry for the noise. I'm getting my flashlight because I dropped something over here and I want to find it. It's a little bitty thing, and I know I dropped it right here. I heard it hit the floor, and I heard this thing hit the floor, but I'm not seeing it anyplace. Probably under something. Goodness, I guess I'll have to show it to you next time. It's just a little bitty thing. Oh, there it is. I found it. Close to what Getting Around to It found, and I found this one with my metal detector. And I dropped it again. Can't hang on to it. I think it screws onto something. I think it's a spike. Oh my goodness. Now where'd it go? Oh goodness, Greg. I guess I can call myself by my name. Somebody. Where did it go? Anyway, what it is, looks like it was a piece of jewelry that was screwed on. It has a threaded hole in it, and it's a little pointy spike. So I think it went onto a piece of jewelry. Oh goodness, there it is. Okay, let's see if I can hang on to it. Okay, I found this. The teeny things are the ones that enthrall me the most. But see, it looks like a little spike that they would screw onto a little piece of jewelry, like a bracelet, a little spiky bracelet, or a ring, or something of that nature. But I thought that was kind of neat. Not valuable at all, but treasure trash. There. But all told, for um, Monday, the 3rd of July through yesterday, I 9 rings. So I had a pretty good week. Thank you, Tammy. But the the trash always outweighs the treasure. Trash always outweighs the treasure. But I have so much fun, even when I'm even when I'm just totally out of it, like I was the last 2 days. I just keep on going because I could throw up my hands and say, that's it, I don't want to do this anymore, but I'm not that kind of guy. I will keep on going and figure it out later. And if I don't figure it out, it wasn't worth figuring out. But anyway, now I know that I've got to work today to get my coil because it's under warranty still, and so I'm going to try and get them to send me a coil. Maybe I can talk them into sending me the 6-inch by 9-inch coil instead of the 12-inch coil, because I think I'd rather have the 6 by 9 or even the 12 by 9 coil that Nocta has rather than the old 12-inch coil. So if I can get them to swap one of those out, I'd be in hog heaven, really, you know. So looking forward to dealing with Nocta. Nocta has not disappointed me since I bought the Legends. It's just they have dealt fairly with me, and I think they'll do it again. So I'm not going to be demanding anything. They just want to send me the coil. They say they can't do anything else except send me a new coil of the old type. That's fine, but I'm going to negotiate and see if I can get one of the newer coils. If I can, I might even break down and buy one of the newer coils later. But I would really like, I've heard from a couple of people that use the Legend how much better the new coils are than the old coils, even the 6-inch. I love my 6-inch. The thing has found me a lot. That 6-inch. Yesterday, Monday, I was going to use I was using my 12-inch coil when it went bad on me, and I was getting a lot of EM chatter, but I didn't find anything while I was using it, really. But I found these 2 rings in the lake with my 6-inch coil, so I'm not dissatisfied ever with my 6-inch coil. I found the 7 rings last week with my 6-inch coil, so it covers a lot less ground. It's easier to pinpoint with because it is smaller, so when it's over something, you know that it's under there. When the 12-inch coil is over something, it could be anywhere in that 12 inches, you know. So you've got to really work a lot harder to pinpoint with the 12-inch. With the 6-inch, you know it's under that coil, under that 6 inches. So it could be just a little bit outside of it. So, but it's within an 8-inch circle there. So that really helps a lot. Oh, I will tell you. I will get on. I'll even get on live and give a report about it because Nocta is a fair company. The first dealing I had with them was I lost the nut that holds my auxiliary battery onto my shaft, and it was my fault. I didn't tighten it up. Told him it was my fault. Asked where could I buy one, you know, because you can't just go to Home Depot and buy one. the threads are, you know, anytime you want to buy something that has a specific thread and a specific look, uh, you just can't find it anywhere. You can find a bolt or something that has the thread, but not something that's aesthetically proper, right? So the guy that I chatted with, he didn't even deal with me at all. He sent me CC'd me on the email that he sent to a place, We Dig It detectors back in, I believe it's Kansas. And anyway, I've got to look that up and put it back. I had it on my description for a while, but the they do the warranty work for Nocta here in the States. They're just one of the places that do warranty work, and this guy just sent me one. You know, sent me a nut. I said, "Well, how much do I owe you?" And he says, "Nothing." I said, "What?" I said, "I lost it. I didn't. It wasn't defective. I lost it." And he says, "So what?" You know, enjoy. So now I make sure it's tight, and I don't have any problems with it, except in my own brain. I have my own problem with my battery. Monday I thought it was the battery when it was the coil, when I should have just thought about CC. Doesn't mean low battery. LO means low battery on the legend when it comes up, not CC. But the CC just didn't come under my cursor in my brain. So anyway, it is a bad day when you can't use your brain. Your brain just does not work. So I just realized I keep forgetting I was testing that battery. I mean, testing battery. Testing that diamond in my hand, and I forgot that on the side of my case I have this little thing where you put the put the stone in this to detect whether it's real or not. And I forgot all about that. I'm sitting here trying to hold it in my hand. See what I mean about my brain not working? It's like the little things. I don't have room for the little things. It's got to be a giant thing for me to hang on to it. But I sure appreciate you guys hanging out. It looks like I've got 5 people giving me time. That means a lot to me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I would still detect anyways, William. I'm an addict. I love it. I really love it, and I got to be careful as to how much I do it. I would do it 8 hours a day if I could get the gas money to go different places. I would do it 8 hours a day, but I can't go out to the same places all the time too soon because I have to wait for the people to have been there. But and then I've got other detectors to deal with, but so I've got to be in between them, and when they're off at another place, I've got to be in the opposite direction of them so that we both get fair diggins, so to speak. But I didn't realize that I had so many detectors in the area, and there's one new one, Seek and Detect. He's new to my area here as far as YouTube goes, so look him up, Seek and Detect. Give him some watch hours there and look at what he's finding, because he's doing pretty good for himself too. And then there's SoCal digging, SoCal. Bill, digging SoCal. He's in my description. Look him up if you haven't seen him. And Christine, they're a blast to watch. Yeah, I used to be good at trivia, but not anymore. I have a lot of stuff in my brain. I was helping Jamie this morning with gold penning, trying to give him a couple hints about gold penning. Yeah, trying to find the time to do what I do and to watch the other people, because there are some that I really want to help out. And even the coin roll hunters, I want to help them out, and I want to help them out with time, and because I want people to appreciate that I try to reach out to them to give them some attention. And of course I want attention because I want to get my monetization. The monetization is not going to be a lot. I don't have any thoughts of grandeur about being a great influencer. I just don't. But I would like to at least get enough back from YouTube to, buy me a tank of gas once in a while, so that I can go and find that spot that I haven't been yet. And I want to be able to say, oh, well, let's go out for a couple of days. Let's go camping and camp over by the beach and stay by the beach for a couple of days. If I could do that, I would be just wallowing in it. And finding the time to do all of this and that and watch and but I've always watched a lot of television anyway, because I grew up with the television. They were brand new when I was a kid. Color TV, I saw color TV come in. Black and white came in before I was born, but color TV, I was a kid when that came in, and I've just been addicted to TV for too long also. Did you get a red book, William? If you want to do some research on coins and stuff, the red book is, I think, the best book if you haven't got one. But yeah, we were not coin people at all, but getting around to it, found the coin roll hunter and thought it was fun. I am definitely going to take my pennies in, and I'm going to drop them at one bank, and I'm going to take some other coins in too, and I'm going to put them in my bank account in one bank, and then I'm going to go to a different bank, and I'm going to buy some rolls, and I'm just going to, one day when I can't do anything else, if I can't go out metal detecting, then I'm going to do a coin roll hunt just for the fun of it. Now I want to buy one of those scopes, so that I can see things, my stuff better, and because a loop, I try to get loops. First I started with a 30 or 10 loop, and then I got this one. I've got, this loop has 30, 60, and 90. Just not enough So I need one of those microscopes with a camera on it so I can see it on the screen and not look through a little bitty bubble. Yeah, the hot days do bother me, but I get out early. When I go out in oops, I think I just lost my thing here. Hang on one second. Here we go. There'll be a little bit of silence for a minute. I lost my music because I didn't plug in the phone and it was playing music. So, yeah, anyway, when it's really hot, I go out really early in the morning, like when the sun comes up. And I'm waiting, or going to be waiting at the places to get there at least by 6 o'clock in the morning, and then hunt until it starts getting warm, and then I go and leave. But and on bad weather days, and when it's pouring down rain, I don't want to go out and get wet. I don't mind getting wet. But yeah, you're right. Hot weather and bad weather days can be nice to be in the house, except in my house with no air conditioning, you don't want to be there. So I'll be spending a lot of time in the pool. So I wonder if I can do coin roll hunting in the pool and get myself a floating table. So you are. Well, that's cool. Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever get yourself a metal detector, you're welcome to go with me if you're near enough to where we can hook up. And you want to go out metal detecting, you know, I'd be happy to go with you. And you know, one day that getting around to it can't go with me for one reason or another, I'd be happy to. Oh, you know, because of the fire department demo? You know, none of us like to advertise exactly where we're at because we don't want competition flooding us, but I know you are interested in getting a metal detector, or did you say you had a metal detector already, or you're looking for one? So you know where that fire department demo was, huh? You know, metal detecting is just treasure hunting. It's just the love of finding something. I mean, even stuff like this, you know, I get a thrill out of finding stuff like this that people leave, and I'm wondering what, you know. But then when you do find something good, and I was sorry that yesterday I couldn't get these on live, because if I would have been prepared, but I was so shook up about my detector going bad on me and quitting that's a scary feeling. I have my White's Goldmaster to fall back on. Uh, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I sometimes feel like dementia is sitting in on me like this week. But I have been with people with dementia and been with people with Alzheimer's, and it is a task, to say the least. God bless you, William, for being there to help with her mom. You have to be very patient, and it's nerve-wracking, to say the least. I know when we fail, when our humanity fails us to where we're not in control anymore. It's so sad. Really, you were an EMT? Nice. You know, when I was 18 years old, I had a job before there were before the fire department had EMTs and stuff. There were just ambulance attendants at the time, and I got a job not as a driver but as an attendant to go with the driver. And I saw some gruesome stuff I never wanted to see and can't get out of my mind, but I didn't last very long. It was just, I don't have the internal fortitude for that type of job. So it was one of my failures as definitely one of my failures as a job. So I applaud you for being able to be an EMT. But yeah, nursing care is expensive if the insurance doesn't pay for it, then it's really, really difficult to get some of that help. But no, if you can break away and you get yourself a metal detector. Actually, if you want to go metal detecting to see if you would like it, I have 2 metal detectors. I have my old Whites. I can use my Whites, and I'll let you use my Legend if you want, or vice versa, whatever you want to do. Because sometimes it's easier to use the one that's not so complicated, the one that just beeps at you, so that all you have to listen for is a beep. You don't have to worry about numbers. You don't have to worry about different tones and multitones and whether it's what kilohertz it is, just a simple detector. So, but if you'd like to use my Legend, you are welcome. If you want to use my Whites, you're welcome. And we can go out metal detecting, and I can show you firsthand what it's like, and you can see whether you want to put your money into a metal detector. I'd be happy to do that. Yeah, I do know how it is. I started in 1998, the end of 1998, had my first spinal surgery. So I was discombobulated and down and out, flat on my back, pretty much for 6 months. Um, and I mean, I could get up and get around, but I couldn't do anything, couldn't lift anything or anything. Had to walk with a walker. And then again in 2000, I had the same thing happen, and uh, had another spinal surgery and was down for months. And then in 2015, I lost my first toe in October 2015. Then I lost one a year in 2016, 17, and 18. And then I lost my fourth toe. I mean, no, 16 and 17. And then still in 2018, 19, I was down. The wounds wouldn't heal, so I was on a walker and a Neely and trying to get around the best I could and get out very little. And in 2020, in January, when COVID hit, right at that time, I lost my fourth toe. And so another year went by before I was healed up and could actually stand up on 2 feet without anything but a cane. And then when I finally got, hey, Tupac, there you are. You finally got up, did you, buddy? And when I finally got on 2 feet where I didn't need a cane, and I'm still, you'll watch me out there, I look like I'm inebriated half the time. I'm stumbling around out there. If you watch my camera, I'm stepping back, stepping sideways, trying to catch my balance. I feel like somebody's pushing me around a lot, but I'm out there doing it. So as soon as I got on my feet, I said, self, you're not going to do this anymore. And they put me on this trial medicine for my diabetes. And actually, it wasn't exclusively for diabetes, but it was a medicine that was intended for diabetics. But my cardiologist, the heart doctor, said, hey, I can put you on this trial and it might help you, but I need somebody in my trial. I need a lot of people. And this is for medicine, new medicine that I believe will keep your heart from and your arteries from gathering plaque and having those problems, because my legs, I had arterial disease in my legs and a lot of plaque, and my arteries were clogging, and that's one of the reasons I lost my toes, blood clots and all that kind of stuff. And I had my legs rotor-rooted and losing toes and everything. I went on this trial. I started losing weight. I started gaining massive amounts of energy and fidgety energy, you know, where you just can't sit still. You got to move all the time. And then my doctors started telling me, they took me off diabetes medicine, metformin. They said that I was going to be married to metformin for the rest of my life. I'm no longer on it. I'm no longer on glimepiride for diabetes. The only thing I take for my diabetic condition is the trial, whether it's Trulicity or tirzepatide, one of those two. And the tirzepatide is like Mounjaro now. It's been approved and called Mounjaro so people can get it. And so anyway, I'm on this trial, and all of a sudden my vascular doctor says, your plaque problem in your legs, your arterial disease is reversing. I never thought I'd say that to you. And my diabetic condition went away. My endocrinologist said, I no longer need to see you. I can't make any money off you. You're no longer a diabetic, technically. Even though I am a diabetic for the rest of my life. But this whole situation since October of 21, when I went on the trial, has just been a miracle. God has treated me so good with this. It's just a miracle from God about this. And now I'm out here doing this, and I am not going to feel sorry for myself anymore, because I felt it was the end before. So I have been there, I've done that, and I've been incommunicado with the world, and unable to do things. So I know how it is, and I will pray for you that God gives you the strength to handle it all, because it's worse when it's not you. It's bad enough when it's you, but it's worse when it's not you, because there's nothing you can do. You can't work with that person's mind. You can't make them feel better. There's nothing that you can do that is for sure going to make another person feel better. It's all up to them and how God works in their life. And I hope God works in yours. So I'm glad you guys are in here with me. If there's anything that you want to see, people that weren't here when I showed off my stuff that I got yesterday after my flubbed up live, I got in the lake finally, and first find in the lake was this stainless steel ring, number 38. And then I found a copper penny. I don't know which one it was. I just found a copper penny. Next, about 6 feet away, and then a few feet away, I found this next. And this is a 925. I think you can see it in there, right in there, maybe. I don't have a scope. So it's a 925, S925 with an 8. I don't know what that means, but there's 28 little diamonds. Some of them are 1/100ths and some of them are probably chips, but there's several on the sides here and several down here, and the bigger ones are up here on top. But at first I just thought it was a bling ring, one of those little flashy rings, and then getting around to it, said, no, it's got a mark in it. It's got a 925. She's got better eyes than I've got. So those were my two cool finds for yesterday. Oh, from Australia, from Coal Cowboy? Okay. That is the Coal Cowboy set is to get around to it, because she won one of Coal Cowboy's many donations on the race, the 222 race, or the Ghost race. Actually, I have hit one, and getting around to it has hit 3 times on Coal Cowboy, and he's always sent really good coins. But yeah, this is a great set he sent to her, and man, does she appreciate it. She loves foreign coins. She loves any coins now. And that's your fault, Tupac? It's your fault. You know that, don't you? Because I created a monster in going out, and she loves to go out with me, and she does surface finding, and she uh, every chance she gets, she goes with me and loves to surface find. But she found you. She watched one other person. I think it was maybe Michael Kittle that she saw. Maybe I don't. But then she found you, and then I started watching you guys, and it's your fault. It's your fault that we are into this coin thing, and so we have to win things because we can't afford things. They're just too much. But this is a great set. They're different years. I thought they were all the same year, but it's a set. There's a nickel and a dime, 20 cents, 50 cents, a dollar, and then the $2 is about just a little bit bigger than the nickel, and it's thicker. Look at the thickness of those coins. The Australians put a lot of meat in their coins, but that's a great set, and I'm praying for Cole Cowboy, and getting around to it's praying for Cole Cowboy. He's got problems. I've had my problems, so I know how it is, and that man is a tower. He's got his problems, but he keeps going. He keeps giving to people, and he always gives something nice. And if, I know for a fact he gives twice on each race, almost every Sunday and every Wednesday when Coining Around is on. And he, I don't know what other places and other channels he works with giving things away, but only when he's in the hospital and sick, he falls behind a little bit in mailing, but he's always there, always gets it out. They just have to wait for it. There are people that have given things away, and they have been really disappointing that they just don't send what they donate, and then they come back and donate more and donate more, and when people win, they don't send it, and it's kind of disappointing because if I give something away and I have donated some, I get it out ASAP because I don't want anybody thinking that I'm going to put something on and not give it. If I say I'm going to give you something, it's yours, and I get it to you in mailing. And if I win something, getting around to it, and I think, even though a lot of times it's free shipping and everything, we like to donate back and give for shipping to help out, so that make sure it's easy for you guys to get it to us, because I'm going to give that stuff away. Some of it I'm keeping, some of it I'm going to give away one day. And so we get on there to support each other, and the ones that put stuff on there and they don't follow through, I get really disappointed in life about that. I do, because I think that they should not put it up for donation if they're not going to give it. If they're going to hang on to it, they should say, "Oh, I'm pretending." Yeah, they do. They, I want to say something, but then again, I don't. I don't want to embarrass them or anything, but I don't think that, right now I'm not giving anything away right now, but I am going to give something away. So everybody mark the date on your calendar on the 28th of the month, on Saturday, the 28th, the day before Nancy's Christmas in July. I'm going to have a live, and I'm going to do some giveaways, and I'm going to give away some of the things that I've won and some of the things I bought on auctions, and I'm going to give away some things I make. And I mean, I hope it doesn't sound silly to people, but I make earrings. I make ducky earrings, 2-pack, and I make metal detecting earrings. Now they're in 3D printer, but I'm going to show you guys here. I got to go run and get them. I forgot to pull them in here. Okay, I'm going to show off my stuff now. Not what I found, but what I make. Now, these, I've got to say, a prerequisite on these. Okay, they are pretty tough, but you can break them. Because they are plastic and they are built in a 3D printer, and they are not brittle, and they're tough, but if you get it and you take one of my pinpointer protector covers with the scoop on it here to dig with, which we have, I should go get the one that I just started using. We've turned this into, instead of like this, it's a spoon shape. It's scooped so the dirt doesn't get caught down in it as bad. But, you know, they're a work in progress, but they work really great, because if you just have a coin underneath the surface, it's plastic, it doesn't scratch your coin and stuff. They work really great there. They work really great in the tot lots. That's what they were designed for, because I do tons of tot lots, and I wanted something where I didn't have to use a different digging tool, where I could use my pinpointer and get down to the things in the tot lots, in the sand and the wood chips and stuff. So I'm going to give away one of these for Mind Labs or Nocta, and one of these for Garrett. And now this one is same thing. This, my son designed this one. We were talking about the pinpointer scoop and making this one, right? And so he thought about this one and designed this one. This works really good too. We're redesigning this because this did not work out the best here. Let me pull it out. Just let everybody know. So there's going to be a redesign, and we are making things better all the time. Redesigning things, coming up with brainstorming, and I use them, and then my son gets into 3D and redesigns them. But this was too cumbersome and bulky, so we're actually going to be able to put this onto this. So it'll be less cumbersome, so it'll look more like something like this, so that this can be used as a spade in the tot lots. It's not going to be meant to be digging in the grass or anything. The Panda earrings? Yeah, I can do pandas. Anything I can make in 3D, which I have some experience in 3D. I went to school for 3D uh, and visual effects for several years. Um, but anyway, I can make a panda. Anyway, this will be the design. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to connect, but it'll look something like that. So it'll go onto your pinpointer instead of having this attachment with the nut and bolt, which is a little cumbersome. You can't move your pinpointer around too well. And it worked fine, but it's a little bit, uh, you know, you find out things just don't work the way you think they're going to work, and you find a way to change it. So this is what it's going to resemble in the future. But this will be removable and exchangeable. So if this chips or breaks, then or just wears out from digging around, then you can replace it. And this part of it, there's no reason for this to fail at all. But this can be pried off because it's layered. The way it's designed and had to be printed that way. But if you pry with this, like under a root or a rock or something, you try to pop something out, it's going to break off. But if you just scoop the dirt and scrape the dirt, it's going to last for a long time. Mine works great. And the new design with the scoop, the spoon scoop, it doesn't gather as much dirt, and it just pushes it right out of it. It'll still gather mud, but if it's dry dirt, it won't get caught in it. So there's some exciting stuff coming up here, and I'm going to give some of these away. And hopefully by the end of the month, we have the new design online so that you can either buy it or you'll get a one when I give it away. So that's exciting to me. I'm just really thrilled about what goes on. I use that spoon scoop every time I go out. And so anyway, here's look at that. Nope, wrong tin. All right, hang on. Talk amongst yourself for a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, I know. Okay, I had to go get these. I forgot to bring all my stuff in here. Anyway, Tupac, I want to give you a shout out for sure. You are the fastest shipper of anybody. I appreciate you so much. I did a mail call. Go back and look at the first part of my my live today. But I'm going to show this again here. I mean, I have always been impressed that you get your giveaways in the mail at the earliest convenience. The only thing that stops you is holidays, postal service, and the only time that you took longer than a day or two to get things out is when you were inconvenienced and traveling and everything. So you have been, the best shipper ever. But anyway, yeah, we wanted to show you this again, and getting around to it, wants to thank you so much for thinking of her when, I mean, there was no real reason that you should have. You were out doing things and buying things and seeing things, and we got this in the mail, and I thought that was a funny story where I wasn't in the room. I was doing something else, and you were doing a little live and getting around to it, got on your live right at the time you found this and said what you said about it, and she was there, and that was the funniest story. Anyway, I hope you're still there, but the mail always gets here within just a few days, and there are some that are just about as good, but there are some that just make you wonder why they're doing it. Are they just doing it for the attention, and they don't really care whether somebody wants to come back? It's not the item. It's just not the item. It's the accountability, I guess. That's what it really is. But it's not the item. Things don't mean anything. So anyway, here we go. I've got these. Here's the metal detector earrings that I make, and I make them pendants and keychains. Okay, so they turned out pretty good. They're not bad little looking metal detectors, and they're silver colored because I bought some of those chrome pins they advertise on YouTube. And then here's the little rubber duckies. But thought you'd appreciate these 2-pack. Anyway, I'm going to give away a set of those. And I have, I got things spread out here. That should really be more condensed. I don't know what I did with the keychains. I had them here. I put them in with. No, they're not in with the pins. Anyway, I got a couple sets of these. If you ever need gold or chrome pins, I got these, and the Pen Touch. I think the Pen Touch I bought, these were a little more expensive. I don't think you need to spend that much on the Pen Touch. They're good, but this brand here, I'm shouting them out because they work pretty good, and it's got gold, silver, and copper pins, and That's these pins here, and they're meant for plastics, so you can color them. So even though my earrings aren't silver, they're silver colored, or I can make them gold colored. So you can choose, if you win a pair, you can choose whether you want gold or silver, and or copper even if you want copper. But so I've been giving those away. And I think I just found, I did. I dropped it, and I just found the little piece that, like supposed to be a cross, but it's only half of it. But that goes with my little robot. So if you were here earlier, you know that I dropped this and couldn't find it. But anyway, so I'm going to be choosing some coins and some tokens, and I don't want to say exactly what they are right this minute because I want to make sure they're really nice ones that I give away. I've won some on auctions, and I've won some on races, and I've bought some. I have some really good things to give away. I got to save up some money for my mailing because I don't have any monetary income coming from monetization at all. So I did put up buy me a coffee, but nobody ever bought me a coffee. So that was in my thing. I think I took it down after a month or so because nobody paid attention to it. So I'll maybe put it up again if I ever get monetized, because it's kind of nice, right? Tupac, when people do donate a little bit for the shipping to make it easier. So anyway, I probably rambled on too much. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I can make bigger duckies too, but they're not rubber. You know, they're 3D printed. I thought the duckies turned out pretty good. My daughter was enthralled. She said, "What? They got eyeballs?" Yeah, I put eyeballs on them. So they're. I can make them colored, or eventually I'm going to have enough of the filaments, get the filaments in different colors. So I'm going to buy some yellow so I can make some yellow duckies too, because I think that's important. And then I'll get some pins and make orange beaks. And maybe I'm going to make some. Now I've got a post already in there, and I think I misspelled something, but I'm going to start putting a post every other day. Remind people. I think every day is too much, but every other day I can do that, and put different posts in on my community page for the thing. But see this little ducky, I made it gold beak. Silver ducky with a gold beak for getting around to it. She wanted a pair of earrings, so I made them for her, and so I made a bunch to give away too, and sell eventually. Once I get a marketplace on my when I get monetized and I can have a market page, I'm gonna put them on there. Yeah, you know, I get involved in all of this stuff, and I'm really wanting to get monetized, so I'm doing the lives to get these watch minutes built up, and I just forget about the other things I have to do. If I say I'm going to do something, now I've got to put it up so that people can see it, because only a few people are going to see this, and maybe up to 100 people are going to watch this and get the idea. So maybe a few more people are going to see my community page, but I've got 1,600 subscribers, and I don't have that many people that see my community page or look at it. The people that watch my shorts, sometimes I get multiple thousands of people looking at one short. Sometimes I get as few as 8, So I've got to get this to where I can put things on the reminders, just little things that slip my mind, because I'm more concerned about getting out there, getting my metal detector going, and getting alive. Now I've got to get a new coil. At first I thought I had to get a new battery, all kinds of things that take up my time. I bought a battery for a robotic vacuum. I've got this robotic vacuum, and it works really well because it keeps, my son had a dog here, and the dog hair was really getting to me. So he bought me and my wife one of these Eufy vacuums. Well, the battery went dead in it, and it's a rechargeable battery. So I ordered one, and I ordered it and got it. It was supposed to be here a month ago, and here I still haven't got it. So I'm battling with them, and that takes up my time. And yeah, it's a bigger job than you think. I mean, coining around, Tupac, you guys are brilliant. You only do your thing twice a week. People know you're going to be there. You're there. So you're there for 8 hours on Sunday and 8 hours on Wednesday, and so you got your 16-hour work week. But there's all kinds of things you've got to do in between. You got to go do your mailing. You got to get things done. You got to do your reminders for your auctions, and this is a full-time job. My addictive, fun hobby is a full-time job. Well, that's Speedy Gonzalez, Tupac. Speedy Gonzalez. And you got a lot, because you have all the things that the donators send to you. You've got to mail their stuff too. So you went to 4 banks? Awesome. I have yet to get to one. I'm going to roll all the coins that I dig out of the ground, because we've got to get a scope like you have, Tupac, and we want to go through all these coins, and that takes time too, because I find these things. Hey, old Danny boy is coming on live, or no, he's just posting something. Something popped up on my thing for old Danny boy. He's fun to watch sometimes too. I say sometimes only because I only have sometimes to watch people. But anyway, there's some of these that we find that are like brand new, but most of the things that I find look like that. So I don't know whether I can find any flaws or anything in that, but we're going to look and see if we can find things. But here, yesterday, the oldest quarter I got is like a 1982 Eagleback, but I think that's the oldest one. All the rest of them are new. No, I got one more eagleback. Nope, that's not an eagleback. But anyway, we got to go through these and roll them and take them in and trade them, and then I'm going to get rolls, and I'm going to encroach on your territory. Going around, I'm going to open some rolls. So, but I found a Chuck E. Cheese token yesterday, so that's cool. And I think I showed everybody everything, but anyway, it's got some pretty neat stuff, and this isn't all of it. I mean, the stuff that I do, I take most of this stuff. If I can't clean that up and make it work, let's see if I can dig that up. If I can't clean this pair of pliers up and get them to work, I'm going to scrap them. Like I scrap everything if it's not useful, if it's all rusted and decayed. And, well, that's cool. I don't think the wire cutters will work on these, but I might be able to get them cleaned up enough to where they work. But all this junk over here, this is all going to be scrapped. I am saving right now to see how much of this, the wires, sharp wires and nails that I get out of the beach and the tot lots, I'm saving them up in a container to see over a length of time how much I get. And it's a lot. And then I've got tent stakes, and some of the rusty ones will be scrapped, and it's kind of like you smelting your stuff, Tupac. Yeah, I'll soak them, and then I've got a wire brush. I've got a grinder and a wire brush, and I'll clean all the stuff off of it and see if I can get, like, WD-40 works really well to work into the joints of things like that pliers. So after I get all the rust off of it, then I'll soak it in WD-40, and there's a couple of other rust removers that work. Vinegar, white vinegar is cheap, and it works really good. I use white vinegar a lot for rust. And so I get a lot of tools. I get a lot of good tools. I mean, even like these tweezers, those things, they're good, These were right on the surface. I dig them out of the ground too. I've got some really good tweezers and clippers. Getting down to it, found a brand new pair of clippers the other day on Monday, and let's see, anything else useful here? I don't know, other than the stuff I'm going to give away, like this bike helmet. Somebody lost their bike helmet. I don't ride a bicycle, so I don't need it. So I'll put that on. What we have here is called Buy Nothing Now, and you just put that on Facebook and Buy Nothing Now, and somebody will say, I'm interested in that, I want it. I just gave away a 6-foot couch and love seat that somebody dropped in our church parking lot, and I didn't want it left in the church parking lot. Didn't want anybody else to deal with it. Getting around to it, and I were coming home from metal detecting, and I saw it in the parking lot. So my son-in-law and grandson came over, and they helped me load it up and helped me bring it to my house, and I put it on Buy Nothing Now last night, and within 2 hours somebody picked it up. So somebody got a fairly good, it was only a couple of little tears in it, but somebody got a fairly good couch and love seat that somebody just dumped their trash in our parking lot. So I didn't need it. So I found somebody that did. So that is something that I'm being more and more conscious of and feeling more and more appreciative of, because I got on the Buy Nothing Now and found 2 patio umbrellas and 2 chase lounges for around my pool, and they were used, yeah, and but they were still in good shape, still usable, still hold the weight. The umbrellas are still in good shape, and one of them even lights up underneath. So in the dark, you can turn on the lights underneath the umbrella. It's pretty cool. So it didn't cost me anything but a little gas to go get them. And then I can reciprocate. I can put things out there that I don't need and give it away. And I can put things on there that I find don't need, give it away, and somebody find a new home for it. If somebody, didn't need it bad enough to where they lost it and there's no way I can return it to them, then I recycle it and get it to people. That's what my plans are. It's like these shoes. People leave their shoes lakeside, and the beach is scattered with shoes at the beach, at the lake, and if they're in good enough shape, which some of these are almost brand new, we're going to pick them up and bring them home and give them to the place that supplies to the homeless, because there's homeless kids out there that need this stuff. So the kids that leave it on the beach, then it's going to find its way to somebody that can really use it, I think. So you know what? If I sell something, I want it to be something that is worth somebody buying. I mean, something that's used. You got banned from a channel. I was spending a lot of time on last. Wait a minute. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Tupac. I know. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been banned from a channel. I don't watch enough channels constantly. Like getting around to it, and I are kind of addicted to yours. I think it's the cowbell. Yeah, it's definitely the cowbell. But anyway, I'm sorry to hear that. I think that I would never mention channels and stuff by name, like I ranted today. I'm sorry. That wasn't right. I ranted about people that won't mail their stuff out. It's disappointing, but I apologize for that. But I wouldn't ban anybody. I might, unsubscribe them, to them, but I wouldn't ban them. But anyway, sorry to hear that. Some people are just vindictive. I pray all the time. I am a very complicated person, feelings wise. I can get my feelings hurt sometimes pretty easily, and sometimes I'm just like, people think I don't feel anything, but I try not to insult people, but my mouth overruns my brain. Sometimes my mouth just kind of things blurt out that shouldn't, and that is one of my faults. And if I ever blurt something out and it insults you, please let me know. I just picked something up and bumped that. Sorry. Don't feel bad about letting me know if I hurt your feelings, because it will never be intentionally. And but I do hurt people's feelings. Yeah, sometimes you kick back and you watch people, what they say. I try to be really careful about what I post, because sometimes I'll type something out and I have to delete it, or I type something out, I have to not post it at all because I have to read it. Sometimes I type something out and I post it and go, what did I do that for? So then I delete it off there, but then it stays anyway, and people read it. And some of the people that get on to each other, I want to tell them, stop it. We're not there to get on to each other, right? We're not there to get mad at each other. It's like this little gathering of you guys. I appreciate you guys a lot, just like Tupac appreciates all of you guys. I don't want to ever offend you, and I would hope that you would never want to offend me. So if I say something that offends you, tell me so that I can apologize for it, because I really don't want ever that you feel bad about what I say or what I feel, because sometimes what I say isn't really what I feel. It comes out that way. It's not that I meant it that way, it's just that it comes out that way. It sounds that way. Bye, T-Rep. Did you say goodbye? Or are you leaving? I don't see where T-Rep said goodbye. Cognito, are you leaving? No, leaving chat. Have a great day. I'll see you. Your email on About page. Yes. You're probably already gone. T-Rep, my email is on my About page, on my description, in my description, on my About page. So my email is there if you're talking to me. Oh, that's what he's doing. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going on and on here, and I'm not reading all my chat. And it pops up, and I only have so big a screen here to see it on, and it won't stay on my one screen. That's one thing I have problems with. I need to pay more attention and be able to see I'm using an iPad and the chat disappears. So in order for me to see the chat, I use my phone, and it only shows about 6 chat. Well, actually, it's showing 1, 2, 3, 4 chat So I really have to work on that. I will get better, and if I don't, you know, when you see me, you can give me a punch in the arm or something and say, "Get better." And I don't know, and I may never get better at this, because I can only hold so much and think of so much, and then I get off on a rant, and I lose my attention span, I guess. So, but if you are not here, T-Rep, and you are gone and you watch this back later, I want you to know I appreciate that very much. I appreciate you helping me out with my watch hours, and maybe even trying to get people to watch. I really appreciate that a lot. So, you know, I'm probably over my time. Yep, I'm like 16 minutes over my 2-hour slot that I've been promising everybody I would do, which I haven't been able to do for 2 days because of one thing or another. I don't know what I'm going to do about my phone if I'm trying to do a live and it says it's getting too warm. I don't know what to do about that. Maybe get one of those fans that goes around your neck or something and put it on my phone, and hopefully it doesn't make a sound. I don't know. I've been thinking about that. I kind of had a dream about it. My phone saying that it was getting too hot, and I put one of those things you get online that goes around your neck, has the little fans, personal cooling fans, and putting it on so it blows on my phone. Trying to think of something, even in my sleep, how to correct the problems I'm having this week. But you guys are awesome. I appreciate that you are here. God will bless you for being who you are. And, you know, I pray for all of you guys that you have the best of everything. And William, I will be praying. Could you just put her first name, your wife's or your girlfriend's mom? Just put her first name, and I'll try to add her to my prayer list for a while. To, you know, I can't promise miracles, but I am a miracle. And I think that Nora is my grandma's name. That's awesome. Oh, sorry about that. I got a little emotional right there. Stupid, I know. But that was my grandma's name, my mom's mom. That's one I can't forget. I didn't used to be this way. Before I went on a lot of meds, and the meds that they put you on for diabetes and for cholesterol and high blood pressure and all that. They just really work on your mind, and things just hit you differently after a while. Well, you being there to help William is indeed a blessing. So you keep it up. You keep helping. Just being there for somebody, just being around. If it wasn't for my wife and my daughter, I wouldn't have my legs. Beginning with one, the other one started going bad on me, but my right leg, they were going to cut it off. And my wife and daughter and my infectious disease doctor and my vascular doctor said no, but they had me in the hospital prepping me for surgery, and they were going to cut my leg off. And them being there to stop it and to take care of me afterwards meant the world. So you being there means the world to her. Well, I'm trying to do 2 hours a day for probably more days than I should, but I'm trying to do 2 hours a day for 6 days a week until I get monetized. And you guys being here to help out gives me like 10 hours a day, you guys being here. So that's helping out a lot. That's going slow, but I'm over 1,000 now. I think I'm over 1,200 now, so I only have 1,700 something to go to get to the first part. I still have to get to the 4,000. The 3,000 is just for the first three things. Then the other two come after 4,000. So, but you can take super chats and stuff like that, and get the marketplace and a couple of things for the 3,000, and then the rest of it, the ads, where actually they start paying you money. Getting the ads still has to come at 4,000. Sorry. Just threw me for a loop, William. Throwing out my grandma's name like that. How dare you? I asked for her name. I love it. It's got the same name as my grandma. My two grandmas, they had simple names, older names. Like my granny's name was Ava, my dad's mom, and my mom's mom was Nora, and easy names to remember, and I loved them both immensely. So we will be praying for you and her, William. And your girlfriend, so it's a lot of hard work. Well, you're really close to a doctor, only barring a few years of school, right? Being an EMT. And doing trauma and triage, that's tough. Okay, you guys, I am going to probably start saying goodbye to everybody. William, thank you for being there. Hey, if you can make some time and you want to let me know when you've got some time, maybe we can work out to where we can go out and go someplace. If you'd like, we can go to the lake where the demonstration was, because that place is a really good place to find good stuff. And I'd be proud to take you out and see if you like metal detecting, if you find the time. Tupac, you're always appreciated and more than you know, and thank you for spending some time with me, hanging out. And to T-Rep as well, I know you're not here, but if you watch this back, thank you. And to all of the others that showed up. Blistering Barnacles, you're always one of my first to show up, and I appreciate you being here, and all of you guys that are hanging out in the background lurking and just watching, and you don't want to say something, that's fine. I appreciate you too, spending the time and making it possible for me to get closer to my watch hours. And been great talking to you all, and you're always in my prayers. So God bless you all, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same Incognito channel. Alrighty, later, Gators.